lot to us, like the increasingly brash rapper needs someone to validate his awesomeness for him. The longer this beef goes on, the worse Sark looks, or maybe not. You be the judge.
I saw it on Facebook this morning, our Sark new track coming out, and it's like a GTP album Kente or something like Kaba or something like that. And for me, I would think maybe it will not be a beef, but people would think it's a beef. It's lyrics, right?
I think there's a possibility that there will be a certain time that one of them definitely will need another one's help. So it's good for them to like be together, love each other, and work together.
Actually, they are building their career. You know, with the music industry, whenever there is a problem, they try to recreate the problem. I like what is happening actually, but you know, they will use the problem to create their songs, and their fans will love it. They will go to programs and get their money from it. So me, I think it's one of the normal things since they don't involve.
See, I'll help you for free, but the free no corner will be working pro bono. I gave you the highest retweet, gave you some bars on the street.
Right then, so that's a quick report on what this whole back and forth between M.anifest and Sark has been in the last few days. Joining us in the studio is Mark Okrekumante. He's a known face, isn't it? A man who's managed a lot of musicians and still continues to do that. In fact, he understands the industry much more than we do today. And he joins me in the studio. He's actually the head of Hits FM, driving and coordinating everything there. Joins me in the studio now. Mark, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
I had to pull you in just to do a quick analysis on this one. But when you look at these two songs that have been played, Kanta, first it started from Bossy, to God MC, now Kanta. What is this?
I think it is nothing new for those of us who have followed rap music from the days of the L. Cool J, Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince to Tony Locke and all of that.
But it's new in Ghana, isn't it?
No, it's not. Exo Maba, hey Maba, oh, that's my the Cuckoo era. Exo had a big beef with Chicago.
They were a team and then they split.
Correct.
But this one are two musicians who some would say are on different trajectories here.
Yeah.
What's the link? What's the problem here?
Yeah, the thing is that sometimes I can say somewhere and say, oh, Francis, I know better than Francis. Somebody goes to tell one person, I will show them. Sometimes it's even your fans. We think that people are seeing M.anifest more than you. We think people are seeing Sark more than you. The things that trigger some of these things, we often don't know. And they themselves too will never open up, they will never tell you.
Okay, but Mark, you've handled artists up close and personal.
Yeah.
With this, listening to these songs, and I'm sure you have, what's the sense you get here? What are we looking at here? Is this two gentlemen who are angry with each other, they are going at their throats for a particular reason, or they're just doing this because they are in the business, they need to get all the attention they can get?
No, two young men, everyone trying to flaunt his strength as a rapper. So if you listen to Sark, his passion for this very song is the highest I've ever heard. His passion is so high. He didn't just talk about M.anifest. He spoke about the economy, politics, and all. Yeah, he merged both topics into one song. So he was so passionate when he was delivering. So for me, I won't see it as a light. I think it's good for the industry. Somebody touches your emotions and you want to prove a point that I'm the best rapper you can find around. So I give you my best of poetic rhyme. And it sounds good. Don't you like it?
Well, there are some who say that, you know, especially for the Kanta that we heard from Sark, it has too many expletives in there, personal things that for young people who are listening to music and hearing this, it's not good to learn.
Where I do not... where I agree with what you're saying is the one that he said that because you don't have too much or you don't have too many clothes, they tend to go Afrocentric. Yeah. You know, the meaning is that if I wear African dress, it means that I don't have enough clothes. I think that is below belt. That is one. And then he said GTP, an artist who wears GTP, who uses GTP to sow cover. You know, I think that if you want to ridicule your fellow artists, you do not use somebody's hard-earned brand over time.
Okay. Now, Mark, I've followed the kind of comments that people write on social media, especially on Twitter, and it's gone really viral. Are we looking at two people who have brands that go beyond the shores of Ghana, and they are looking to get extra recognition, or what we saw in the case of Jay-Z and Nas in New York, who's the king of New York?
Yeah.
Is this about a certain crown or street recognition? What is this?
Lately, you know, people have come out that I'm even one of them. I said it on Joy FM that my best rapper is M.anifest. And Francis Doku said, I know you mentioned M.anifest, so it's no news. And the Sark fans will also say that Sark is the best. So it is about who wears the crown.
But is this how to prove it?
I wouldn't mind putting up a show for the two of them.
To slag it out.
Who show down who is the best rapper. Let them come and show us what they've got.
Because some also say that, look, and sorry, this is what I'm seeing on social media, so I just need to mention it. Some say that for Sark, he appeals to the mass market. You listen to him once, you know what he's talking
Commercial
about.
artist, yeah.
But for M.anifest, you've got to listen to the song once, twice, thrice. It's laced with a lot of poetic, deep writing that on the face value, you may not appreciate it at first hand.
Sure.
So these are people with two different markets here.
Sure.
Why this? Why this, you know, trade of words?
It's because both of them are kings in their spaces. Commercial market, he is the king. Deep writing, or like you said, poetic, he is the king. And people fight over sovereignty. I'm a king here, but I want to prove to you that I am the overall king. You say, no, you can be a king wherever you are, but I am the overall king. At least in my space, they tell me, Sark Nation, I am the ultimate. And your people are also saying you are the ultimate. Sometimes, you know, the Lumba and Nana Champong issue or Lumba Kojentri, it's the people who started it on social media. It is not the artists themselves. And then it triggers.
So will this push both artists to be much, much better people in terms of their branding and the quality of the works that they bring us on the day?
The one who has to be very careful is M.anifest. Because Sark brand and his following, they don't mind to say nasty things to people. He's lived with it. It's normal. But the M.anifest following, it's a type of society who wouldn't want to go into the gutters. And so if he's not careful and he's pushed into that space, he will lose his hardcore. And the Sark following will not come and follow him too. So he has to be very careful.
Okay, so it looks like this will not go away anytime soon. So you're saying what? In your view, M.anifest should pull the plug on this one?
No, he shouldn't.
To save his image.
But he should mind his language. You know, sometimes somebody talks to you very dirty and you want to reply dirtier. And the more you get dirtier, the more, because of your brand positioning. Let me use Joy FM. Things that people say and go scot-free, if a Joy FM person says it, people are going to go deep into it and see why a person of Joy FM will speak like this and all of that. And it's because of the brand positioning of Joy FM. Same as M.anifest. Because it is M.anifest, people respect him in a particular class. And so if we see him speak like this, no, shouldn't be a M.anifest. Sark has always been aggressive. It's about himself. You know, that is his positioning. And his following also believe that's Wabre, and he's where he is, and they die hard for him. So if the one who is seen as the cool one, especially when we know that M.anifest comes from a home, the kind of home we all know he comes from, he's schooled in the West, his level of education and all of that, there's a perception that he should know better. So
this was needless.
He should be, no, he can battle, but the tolerant level, there should be a cut-off point to his language. He cannot go dirty. But Sark can and go scot-free.
Okay, all right. I'm sure there's a lot more we can't do with this, but because of time, we're limited. But we'll pause here. But quickly before we go, Mark, in your view, God MC Kanta, who won the battle?
I think that Sark, like I said, we know him for what he does. We know him for his good rap. Sark is a good rapper. You can never take it away from him, apart from the pace, his choice of words and all of that. But M.anifest moved off his norm that we knew him. He's changed his direction this time, and he still did well. And so everybody says, and let's not forget, when it comes to deepness between M.anifest and Sark can never match M.anifest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you still haven't given me an answer. Who won the battle?
With this song, depending on the
with
lens.
These two songs.
Depending on the lens you're wearing.
Yeah.
If it's about
with your lens.
With my lens.
Yes.
I've told you already that I'm a M.anifest fan.
So it's M.anifest.
So
Then let's leave it there. But I'm sure the conversation will continue, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, this is something that we will not stop talking about. Of course, we should expect a certain response in the days to come. We'll pause here for sports. Gary will join us. Let's see what he also has to say, whether he's a Manifest or a Sark fan. We'll be back after the break.